My name is Jordi Riba. I'm a psychopharmacologist and neuroscientist based in Barcelona. I do research on psychoactives and I've been studying ayahuasca for around 20 years now. Ayahuasca is a complex substance, a psychedelic ancient medicine used in the Amazon, and we were interested in seeing whether it could have some properties that could be used for therapeutic purposes. So after many years studying mechanism of action of ayahuasca, we've seen that it's able to modulate areas in the brain that are involved in the processing of emotional memories. And we've recently conducted a study showing that it can induce very rapid improvements in depressive symptoms in patients that do not respond to usual medications. More recently, we have conducted in vitro experiments with the active principles present in ayahuasca, and we've seen that they stimulate the growth of new neurons in the mammalian brain. We think that it allows an emotional reprocessing that could be useful, for instance, in the treatment of addiction and in certain personality disorders, and this is what our future studies will try to assess. I think we owe to the original inhabitants of the Amazon this knowledge that has been passed on us. For many years, the use of psychoactive was frowned upon in Europe and in North America. But if they had been using ayahuasca, in this case, for many centuries, there had to be some good reason for it. Ayahuasca is being used to facilitate introspection, self-knowledge, so it's a different approach. It's not based on religion. It's probably not anymore a rite of passage. But I think that every human group that interacts with ayahuasca rediscovers it and incorporates it into its own cultural framework. It's an unavoidable marriage, this traditional knowledge and the modern tools we have to approach. When I started my research 20 years ago, there was indifference, if not some overt negative reactions to this kind of research. But in the last 4 or 5 years, I think it has completely changed. They've seen that we can do good science, and we are able to demonstrate that the substances actually modulate the dynamics of the human brain, and that they show promise. So now the feedback I'm getting is very positive. So I get more and more health professionals approaching me and saying that they would like to participate in studies. Society is becoming more open to what these substances might offer, and the original stigma that we were living with in the past decades is gradually disappearing, and it's being substituted for evidence-based data. The society at large, if you can show them in an understandable and manner and following adequate methodology that the substances in certain specific cases could be used as medicines, they will be ready to try this and accept it in the end.
I'm Dr. Daniel Perkins. I'm from the University of Melbourne, Australia. The study we're doing is looking at, it's a global survey of ayahuasca use.